This is how to master sales, become a 7-figure earner. I'm doing this for you for free. Share it with your friends. We hot here? Share it with your friends on Facebook, on Instagram. If you have questions, post them in comments below. This is my sales room right here, okay? You can see all my peeps back here. This room this year will do, I don't know, $30, $40 million, right? Maybe more than that. $30 or $40 million in recurring sales, continuity sales. This is on the phone calling companies and corporations. Now, I've been in the sales game. Many of you know I've been in the sales game for 25, 26 years. I've worked with some of the biggest sales organizations in the world. Toyota, General Motors, Chrysler, Ashley. I mean, like if they sell a product, I've probably done business with them. Banks, financial institutions, retail sales, online sales. I've been hired by the Google campus, spent time there working with those guys. Pentagon, I've worked with the Pentagon helping vets in transition. If you don't know who I am, you're just running into me. If you're in the sales game, you sell a product online, you sell a product door to door, you sell a product over the phone. How else can you sell something? Retail, online, internet sales. I got an internet department right up in front. They're going to probably do $30 or $40 million this year. This is going to do about $40 million. I got another company, the real estate business is going to do over $50 million in retail face-to-face sales. So I'm doing this. I'm going to share this program with you because so many of you have asked me, hey, can you make me a 6-figure earner? I said, well, the only reason I would do that is to pull over until we get to 7 figures. Okay, the only reason I'm going to show you how to make 6 figures is because that's all you can think with right now. But my goal is to show you how to become a master at the game of sales, whether you're online, face-to-face, door-to-door, or over the phone. Okay? Now, right now, I don't know if somebody can read those numbers to me on that. Katie, can you grab those numbers for me right now? Okay, now I'm just going to show you right now what I'm doing. I'm bragging about myself right now, telling you how much money I'm making, but I want to share with you what other people have done with the program that I'm going to share with you today. Every situation I'm going to share with you today, I have personally done myself. More importantly, I have shared and shown other people how to duplicate that. It's one thing if a guy can make a bunch of money himself. It's another thing if you can teach other people how to do it. So if you know somebody in sales, you know somebody struggling with sales, if you know an introvert that's like, sales isn't for me, or maybe you're in a sales job and you're not doing well right now, or maybe you're doing $100 grand or $130 grand and you're like, dude, I want to get to $1 million and I know I can, I know other people have done it, okay? Send me something to my office. Where can we send it to? Right now, you could just post it below a sales success you're having so other people can see this isn't a scam. It's not some false promise. Okay, Robert Sislow's right here right now. Come see Robert. Robert used to work at Banana Republic. He's a real creative guy. He's a video dude. He's got his phone on right now, okay?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm taking numbers and texting.
See how creative he is,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I taught this guy how to sell. What are you going to make this year?
Ooh, I'll probably make over 225, maybe close to 3.
What was the most you were ever paid at any job aboard this one?
$30,000.
Okay.
$32,000.
That's 9 times.
9
Okay,
times.
now I'm going to show this guy how to go to $1 million. But this year he will produce how many millions of dollars in sales?
Oh, I'm 100,000 from 4 million in sales.
So he's going to make more money than 95% of all salespeople on planet Earth. He will make more money than 98% of all real estate agents.
You taught me that.
Okay.
You taught me how to do that.
Okay. And by the way, he's not a sales guy. He's probably more creative, more artistic, and more introverted than some people. But the dude has learned how to do it. Now, it's one thing if I can make millions of dollars a year. It's another thing if I can teach other people how to do it. And I'm going to teach you how to do it, okay? Here's the guy that just wrote me, Jason Johnson. Hey, once the team started getting consistent with your sales training, we doubled our production and went from 25 accounts per month to 50 plus accounts every month. That's from Jason Johnson. He's in the smart security business. Here's another one. Send me yours. Send me your successes with my program, okay? I was one of the few in my company who took advantage of your program. You know, it's interesting how many people pray, please God, send me an answer to my problems. And then when the solution comes, you don't take it. This is what this guy says. Hey, I'm one of the few in my company who took advantage of your sales, the devil's words, sales training. In the last month, I increased my sales 40% from $150,000 a month to $200,000. Okay, now, I'm going to share with you today what's going on back here. You see these guys on the phone? They're going through computers. They're using LinkedIn. Okay, they're using Salesforce CRM. We use Infusionsoft to follow people up. I'm going to show you what these guys are doing right now to make sales. Katie, did you give me those numbers? So right now, Mike B, there's Mike B right there in the corner over there. Mike B, guy with the big head, kind of jar head. Okay, year-to-date revenue, $3,086,000. Average contract size, $22,000. Some of you out there having trouble just trading a pair of sneakers. Steve S., where's Stevie? Good looking dude right here, okay? Came from Indiana, farm boy is what we call him. $2,466,473 year to date. How much you gonna make this year, Stevie? 800 grand? How old are you, man? 31. Okay, so look, it's one thing if I can sit here and say, look, I'm the best salesman in the world. I am a master at sales. I can teach, like I made millions of dollars, but the fact that I can teach other people how to do it. Hey, Bonnet, come here. Dave Robards, $2,165,000. Dude, how much you gonna make? Why are you walking in front of my camera, man? How much you gonna make this year?
This year, I'm on.
Come down here, come down.
This year, I am on pace. I'm on pace to make close to 750 grand.
How old are you, man?
I'm 43.
How many kids you got?
3, soon to be 4.
Were you as good at sales before you got here?
Not even close.
Okay, thank you, bro.
Not even close.
What's the most money you ever made at any job before this one?
110 grand.
Eee! Okay, so look. This isn't about me. This is about you. I'm going to teach you today, I'm going to teach you the secrets to 7-figure earners. If you have questions, post them. I know there's a lot of you out there that are, Johnny's asking me if we start. I'm like, bro, this is real life, baby. This is what everybody's waiting to start. We're going to start. You've already started. You're on the road. Now we got to make a decision. Look, man, can you make 7 figures? Okay? Now this video, what you're going to watch here could last 2 hours. So get ready. Get a pen ready. Okay? Get your game on. Get your wife with you. Get your husband with you. Get your boyfriend with you. Get your daddy to sit down. Okay? I'm going to show you how to make 7 figures. Okay? My boy Jared Glant, Mr. Jared Glant, the Wave, he wanted me to teach you how to make 6 figures. I'm like, why, Jared? He's like, because it's believable to people. I'm like, Jared, this needs to become believable to people, okay? $1 million a year. If I take the number $1 million, okay, and just so everybody understands, I didn't start online. I didn't know anything about the internet, just like most of you didn't. I didn't know anything about a telephone. I started my sales at 20 years old, retail, face-to-face, talking to people. I hated it. Absolutely hated it, okay? So when the internet came along, I'm like, wow, dude, I could make money. Robert, I could make money without talking to people? I could just make money on the internet. Now look, this is today. I don't know if you can see this. 30,000, what does that say? $30,120? That's today. Let me do yesterday. Yesterday, $44,790. See that? Can you see it? Okay. This week, 90,000. Bad week. We're off. This month, what's that say? Okay, that's one product online, $510,000 this month. Okay, now that's one thing. But what you want, when you start making $1 million, you do not want one flow. Okay? You want multiple flows of income. You heard me talk about this in many of my books. You have to create multiple flows of income. You got to get multiple flows going. So can we move those over? You got to get multiple flows of income going, okay? So today I'm going to be showing you internet. I'm going to be showing you retail, face-to-face, and I'm going to be showing you phones, okay? This year, this department right here is probably worth $42 million. Okay, the retail where we're out in front of people, it's probably worth 56 million. Okay, and the internet's probably worth another 30 million, maybe a little more than that. All right, 30 million. Now your job is, let's get to the first million. I'm just telling you, I'm a guy that hates sales. I'm a guy that grew up with nothing. I'm a guy that got out of college. When I got out of college, there was no Facebook, there was no internet. There was no Instagram. There was only one thing. Like, you either worked labor jobs, you became a teacher or an accountant type job, you sat at a desk, or you became a salesperson. I could not get a job as an accountant. I got a degree in accounting. I spent 17 years in schools, 12 years in public schools, and then 5 years to get a college degree. I got out of college. The more education I got, the less money I could make. Like, I literally had less money. I spent, I don't know, about probably $80,000, $90,000. I owed the government 40 grand when I got out of college. I was 23 years old when I got out. No, 76, 81. I guess I was, how old was I? 23 years old. Got out of college with an accounting degree. I owed the government 40 grand. Couldn't get a job. Okay, 1 out of 4 people were unemployed where I lived. I lived in a little refinery town in Louisiana. My dad had died 13 years before. My mother's the one that talked me into going to college because she was convinced that if I went to college, I would somehow get a job, a good job. Truth is, I went to college, got a degree, borrowed money to do the deal, and ended up with a job that nobody in that space was hiring when I got out of college. And by the way, I'm so glad. I'm so thankful that nobody hired me because I might be an accountant today. I'm not talking about the Ben Affleck kind of accountant either. I'm not talking about the superhero accountant. I'm talking about the accountant that gets stuck in a desk. This dude right here will make more money this year. Okay? How old are you, Steve? 31. 31 years old. He will make more money this year with that telephone than 10 accountants will at the height of their career. Okay, so what did I do? Okay, I had to get a sales job. I had to get a sales job because the only people that would hire me were the sales industry. Now, when I got in the sales business, I was an introvert. I was shy. I didn't know how to talk to people, didn't know how to build rapport. I had been told a whole bunch of things about sales that was nasty. Okay, salespeople are rip-off, they're scam artists. It's not a profession. They're not good people. They lie to people to get the business. I'm like, I don't want to do all that, but I need it to make money. Many of you are out there in sales right now. You're not maximizing it. Okay? There's basically 2 groups of salespeople out there. Okay? There's the salespeople who, like, you don't even know you're a salesperson. Okay? There's the average salespeople. There's the committed salespeople, the average ones, the committed, and then there's the superstars. Okay, now what I want to do today is I want to make you a superstar. I want to take this guy right here, doesn't even know he is, and I want to make that guy a superstar, and I want to make you $1 million earner. If you're already earning $1 million, I guarantee I can take you to 100 million. But the first thing we got to do is get to here. The average salespeople out there, you're showing up, you're hitting in the middle numbers. I got a bunch of them out here. They're average producers. My job every day is to get them to the top producers. Then there's the committed. There's those people out here, maybe like you, some of you watching, not all of you, that are committed. You're like, I got to get to the next place. Maybe you got a reason. You want to take care of your mom, or you want to take care of your dad, or you want to take care of your kids, or you want to be a good role model, or you want to take care of your church. And you're like, this is the only thing I can do. this person here. I am completely committed to a sales profession. I'm going to learn how to do it like this. Or I'm going to learn to do it like this over the phone. But what most of the committed need to do to become superstars is you need to learn how to do it in multiple strats, okay? In like different places. Like, how do I do it over the phone? How do I go visit somebody? How do I use the internet as a tool to multiply, whether I'm here during the day or at night? How do I start creating multiple flows of customers and income? And that's what I've learned to do, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. Whether you're on the phone, face-to-face, door-to-door. I know door-to-door salespeople that I've helped, thousands of door-to-door salespeople, okay, selling a $200 product on a continuity program. Maybe you're selling a big contract. Maybe you have a long duration sale, very complicated sale. Maybe you're in the financial industry and you're working for a Morgan Stanley or Goldman, and you're like, man, there's certain things I can't even say because the space is so highly regulated. Maybe you're selling insurance at Northern Trust. Maybe you're selling real estate that's highly competitive. You're selling automobiles. I'm going to show you how to master. And the first thing I want to do is I want you to think about what's our target. Okay? See, the problem I had in sales, even when I became a good salesperson, is I had the wrong target. Okay? Your target should be $1 million. I'm setting it for you right now. You're thinking too small. You're surrounded by people that think small. They're little people. Huh? They're little people. They're little thinkers. Nobody taught us. Nobody taught us. The reason you don't make enough money is the same reason I didn't. Okay? My mama thought 50 grand was a lot of money. So my targets were too low. Okay? That's why you need a mentor. You need a somebody that can coach you other than your family. You need to be around people that be like, dude, look, like you got to think bigger, right? So I'm going to help you. I'm going to be the uncle that I never had to you. My dad died when I was 10. My dad never made more than 50 grand a year. So my thinking was capped at my surroundings. If you've ever heard that story about you are the summation of the 5 people you spend the most time with, there is validity in that statement. Why? Because I become the thinking, the considerations, the ideas that surround Johnny Boy, okay? You know, the food I eat, whatever's served to me, I eat, right? The ideas around me, I watch my mama clip coupons. I thought you had to save money. There was nobody talking to me about $1 million. Okay, so I thought, man, if I could just get to 50 grand, that's a lot of money. No. Look, we need to think like this now. Let's think like this. Okay? Let's think about millions of dollars. And that's what I want to do. I'm going to teach you how to become a 7-figure earner. First thing we got to do is make a commitment. Now, let me just do a little math here. Let me see if it's even possible. Because if it's not, see, I just got an order for $92 on my phone. Okay. Now I got really good at mastering the phone. But if I can stand up and talk to you and get $92 comes in over the phone and I get banged for $100, I like that idea. Again, we got to work the different flows, and I'll be showing you more about how to do that. Let me just take my little utility calculator. $1 million divided by 12 months is $83,000 a month. It's like, oh my God, $83,000. It's $83,333. See, my daddy never made more than 50 grand in 1 year. I didn't have anybody talking to me about, dude, look, we're going to show you how to make this a month. So even when I got a sales job, I was thinking too small. So the first thing I want to do is I want to lift the lid off. Right? I got to lift the lid off. I got to get Robert to think, hey man, you can make 300 grand a year, Robert. Yeah. I got to get this guy to think, dude, you can make 700 grand a year, right? You don't have to be an MMA fighter. He's going to make more money than most fighters. How much money is that? Divided by 4 weeks, $20,833. Divided by 7 days, $2,976. Okay, now I'm going to keep doing this math until I figure out what's my product. By the way, we're going to be talking about what product you should be selling. Is it a product? Is it a service? Is it tangible? Is it intangible? Is it online? Is it on the phone? Is it in person? What's it going to take to get $2,976 every day? Is it possible? Because if we could do that, if you can do that, I can teach you how to do that. He's going to do it. Bonnet's going to do it, almost, right? If I can keep your attention on a bigger number by taking the lid off, and you keep your attention on these numbers, keep your nose clean, don't drink on the weekends, you're not doing drugs, you're hanging out with the right people, you got your boy Uncle G popping on you on Wednesdays, me and my team come in on Wednesdays and say, hey, come on, man, get back on your game, dude, because you fell off, because I know that happens, because it happened to me. The first biggest mistake I made was this. Nobody lifted the lid off. I took a sales job because I couldn't get another job. And everybody around me told me I sucked because I was in sales. And I believed it. You go to college, they don't teach you anything about sales in college. So you assume, because the higher education didn't teach it, you assume, and I assume, and society assumes selling is a punk's job. You know, it's an amateur's job. Dude's going to make $700 grand this year, right? I got Natasha over here. Natasha has done $1.9 million this year, 90 contracts. Her average contract is $21,204. How old is Natasha? 32 years old, 3 kids, right? I got a bunch of single guys in here doing the same thing, okay? Now, so how do you do it, okay? How do you do it? 53% of all billionaires are attached to the sales game. They're attached to something selling. I'm selling, I'm moving a product. Amazon. Amazon's looking at sales every day, right? Google, looking at, hey, how much ad revenue can we sell every day? Netflix stock is at all-time highs. Why? Because they're adding revenue, they're adding accounts. That's sales. Macy's, JCPenney's, they're getting killed. Why? Because they can't make sales at the retail level. So what happens? People shift online, it's destroying their businesses. There's a lot of disruption going on in the space. And a lot of you think the only way to make money now is online. It's not true. Okay? Remember what I showed you in the first video, okay? In the first segment. First of all, remember, keep this. Hey man, I got to do a new target here. I got to get my target. I got to lift the lid off. Lift the lid. Your uncle cannot teach you how to make $1 million. He never had. Well, actually, he did. It just took 20 years. I don't want you to take 20 years. I never wanted to get old and rich. I wanted to get rich so I had the money so I could enjoy it while I was young. Okay, remember this, because the world's changing. Everybody knows it's changing. At our company today, we look at, hey, how can I get 1/3 of my sales on the internet? How can I get 1/3 of them retail? We don't want to ignore this, by the way. That's a big mistake if you're ignoring it. I was with a friend of mine who spends a lot of time online. In fact, 100% of his business is done online. I'm like, hey, you're missing this, dude. You're missing this. And you're missing the phone. You're missing door-to-door, knocking on doors. He's like, yeah, I am. And I said, you're missing this phone. Nobody's making that phone call. You're becoming too dependent upon the Facebook and the Google, right, and the Instagram, and the LinkedIn. And you're like, you think you're going to do it all because you just ran a little, $5 ad and it converted on Facebook and it made you $10. And you're like, I'm going to keep doing that. But you never want to be dependent upon one of these. You want to use them all. Okay? So, the secrets. I want to share the secrets with you. 140 orders today, $30,430 online. Can I get a number of what we've done today off that big board? See, notice I keep my numbers everywhere. Why? Because I'm paying attention to this number, okay? Now, my number's not $1 million anymore. My number's quite a bit more than that. But in the beginning, when I was 25 years old and I was broke and I'm in sales and I hate it. I mean, like, for all of you out there, they're introverted, you're shy, you don't like sales, you don't like talking to people, you think that's not your deal. I'm going to show you how to become a 7-figure earner, even if you hate sales, even if you're an introvert. First thing you got to do is quit making excuses. First thing you got to do, okay, the secret. Secrets. First secret, you got to make a commitment to becoming a 7-figure, whatever it takes, okay? Now understand this. Commitments, all commitments.
So far for sales.
Okay, today in this room, $11,635 contract from Natasha. Everybody give Natasha a big hand, huh? Got to stay enthusiastic, man. I got Corey G, did $21,940. Corey, come on, man. Come on, give Corey a big hand. Come on, guys. Okay. One sale was to a Harley Davidson store. Another sale was to an insurance agency, and another sale was to a heating company. Notice how different these businesses are. I popped my phone up right here. Okay, yesterday online, $44,790. These are books, audio programs, MP3 programs, $9 products, $9,000 products, $900 products, $50 products. At the same time, we have people out on the road presenting. Yesterday, how big was that deal we presented to the Ashley Group yesterday? Multiple 7 figures. And he said we're too high. I'm going to show you how to handle too high today. I'm going to show you how to keep a full pipeline. I'm going to show you how to handle rejection. I'm going to show you how to master negotiations so that when they say it's too high, you actually make more money, not less. First, you got to make a commitment. You have to make a commitment right now to 7 figures. Okay? If you guys don't think 7 figures is real, it's because, by the way, don't blame me for telling you could make 7 figures. Blame your uncle and your aunt, your mama and your daddy for not telling you it was possible. Blame Susie Orman. Blame Dave Ramsey. Don't blame me, dude, okay, for getting your hopes too high. Johnny's like, don't touch the mic. Relax, man. See, your parents didn't think big enough. Because your dad never made $1 million, he never talked to you about making $1 million. It's possible. Look, it's being done every day. Jared, can you pull up how many millionaires, how many people in America made $1 million last year? How many families made $1 million? This is what you're told every day. The average American makes $58,000 a year. You can't even live on it. How about this? 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. You know what these people all have in common? Jobs. They have jobs where they can't control their income. They have no way to pop their income up. Then you got a whole bunch of salespeople that get in the sales game because they didn't like their job.
236,883.
236,883 families made over $1 million last year. This is what you need to be told every day. It can be done. By the way, I'll guarantee you over 60% of those people are somehow attached to sales. Doctors, dentists, chiropractors, insurance agents, right? They business owners, entrepreneurs, okay? You're like, I got to work for myself. Look, 28 million, there's 28 million small businesses in America. So before you go out and say, I'm going to work for myself, I got an extra zero. I tend to do that, okay? Understand this, 22 million of the 28 million break even or lose money. 22 out of 28 million break even or lose money. Check that out, all right? Okay? This is freaking stupid. Why? Because they don't know how to sell their product. Drive around your city. Look around your city. Look at all the companies. They don't know how to sell anything. They don't know how to move their product. They don't know how to answer the telephone. Go try to lease an apartment. And watch how they treat you. They don't stand up. They don't talk to you. They don't look you in eyeballs. Right? They don't follow you up. They don't know how to handle your objections. It's awful. No wonder Macy's and JCPenney's going out of business. No wonder Sears is going out of business. No wonder 22 million out of 28 million people can't make any money. No wonder 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Why? It's not the government's fault. I mean, you could blame the government if you want to. But the problem is you. You don't think big enough. We got to take the lid off. We got to get you thinking different about sales. Is Bill Gates a salesperson? Steve Jobs a salesperson? How did Steve talk everybody into this thing? Okay? Huh? Into this little phone. I don't know how many of these phones I bought from this dude. Long live Stevie.
1 million sales reps will be out of a job by 2020.
Okay? You guys that are in sales right now, by the way, you guys that are average, you never really made a commitment to being great, you're just kind of hanging in there, you're going to get wiped out. Whether it's a recession or disruption by technology, you're going to get wasted. One of the two is going to waste you out, okay? Remember the number, 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they don't make enough money. You can't live on this anymore. Oh, my, I need to save more money. That's what your mama taught you. Save money. I'm not going to teach you how to save it. I'm going to teach you how to produce it. You got to produce money. You can't save it. You got to lift the lid off, and you got to say, hey, number one, I got to have a commitment to 7 figures. I got a commitment to production. All right? So let me start giving you the secrets, all right? You guys ready for this? Okay, if you got a question, a comment, if you're winning with my programs already, how many people have been through Cardone University?
Over 100,000.
Over 100,000 people have been through Cardone University. I've worked with tens of thousands of professional salespeople, okay? We've affected billions, not hundreds of millions, multi-billion-dollar industries. I changed one entire industry on how they would handle the sales process in their customer so they could have a better customer satisfaction, make more money, have a higher closing ratio, but you got to know what the secrets are, okay? You got to know the secrets. And number one secret, remember the first one, okay? Number one, you got to make a commitment to being a high producer. Okay? You got to commit to being a high producer. And you need to commit, I would suggest to you to commit to being $1 million producer at the minimum. We'll coach you through this. I'll help you every week. Stay in touch with it, okay? Number two, I'm going to tell you this. It's easier than you think. Both this number is easier than you think, and the sales game is easier than you think. Sales is not difficult until you make it difficult. When you argue with people, when you have a bad attitude, okay? When you think that, oh, it's not for me, when you think, oh my God, it's a personality thing, when you think introverts can't sell. The truth is introverts, you'd probably say I'm an extrovert, only because I'm extroverting right now, but the truth is introverts tend to be better salespeople. Did you know, for instance, that 46% of all salespeople never intended on being salespeople? It's like me. That means almost half of all salespeople got into a business that they never intended to get in, which means what? Nobody teaches them how to do it. Nobody teaches them how to respond to people. Nobody teaches them how to follow up. Nobody teaches them how to handle objections. Nobody teaches them how to negotiate. Nobody even teaches them what sales is, okay? Look, this game is easier than you think it is. I mean, it's simply this. If I could keep a full pipeline, I'll give you one thing. If I could keep a full pipeline, if I could be in front of 4 or 5 people every day and present my numbers to 4 or 5 people every day, guarantee you're going to make money. Here's a little trick. If I could get 3 appointments a day, okay, I know I'm going to close at least 2. If you got bad breath, you're going to close 1 of them. Okay, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to close one of the 3. You should close 2 out of 3. If I could get 5 appointments, I'm going to close 3 of those. For any product, at any price, under any terms, in any economy, okay? I need to increase the number of people I'm in front of every day. People that say, yes, I will meet with you for this network marketing meeting, okay? In network marketing, if I can get more people to go to the party, to see the presentation, that agree to meet me at 7 o'clock, the more people that go there, the more people we sell. It's easier than you think. The more swings, the better chance you got of making contact. Okay? Sales. The sales game is easier than you think. Okay? This guy. Steve, is there anything else you could do to make 700 grand a year?
Not that I know.
Okay? So you got to decide, hey, is this hard? Well, it is hard. It is hard if you're like disagreeing with everybody. Jared, what's the biggest mistake our guys make? Now, by the way, notice, unlike other things that you might be seeing online, there's a company here. There's a lot of people making money here. Jared, how old are you, Jared? Come in here.
34.
Jared's 34 years old. Okay, y'all might know Jared from some of the shows, Young Hustlers. What are you going to make this year?
Probably 750.
750, $750,000. It's the third person I've showed you that's making 700 grand. It's the fourth person I've showed you that's making a couple hundred grand or more. Okay, now you're how old?
34.
What are you worth today?
2.64 million.
Yeah. So guys, what were you worth when you came to work here?
Negative 50.
Negative 50,000. Okay. So look, this guy. Here's another guy. Right. Now we've been through some people to get to Jared. There's been some people come here and not make it. I don't know if you would make it here. We're always hiring. We'll always hire good people. But what Jared did, what Steve did, what Robert did, and what Big Boy did, Bonnet did back there, number one, they're committed to becoming professionals. They're committing to operating at the higher levels. When this guy came to work with me, we were not banging on the internet. We were not banging on the phones
no
as much.
Twitter,
Yeah.
no Facebook.
Yeah.
YouTube with 20, maybe 25 videos.
Weren't using Shopify.
Didn't even know Shopify didn't even exist.
Right. Well, I mean, Facebook really didn't exist.
Not really.
It was
Not
just
like
kind of
it does
play.
today, yeah.
Instagram stories didn't exist. So we weren't doing Instagram ads.
We were making cold calls though.
We were making cold calls, okay? And we were doing a lot of heavy lifting door to door. We weren't working with other companies. My training had been validated in a couple of industries. It had not been validated in door to door.
Right.
I mean, we've worked with companies like Vivint.
Yep.
Who else have we done door to door?
Monotronics.
Monotronics. These are multi-billion-dollar companies, by the
Legacy
way.
Power.
Legacy Power, a bunch of solar.
Yeah.
Done a bunch of stuff in network marketing.
Copy Solutions.
Copy
A&B,
Solutions.
A&B Solutions.
We had never been validated. We're in the roofing space
You got
now,
a deal?
Dave.
Yeah.
What are you going to make this year, Dave?
I'll do about 600,000.
600. Dave Robard's right here. Big Dave, come down here so they can see you, man. Good dude right here, okay? Going to make about 600 grand. Okay, just got a deal in right now. Now, here's a car dealership that we sold today. How much is this?
26,000.
This is a $26,000 program right here. By the way, I'm going to offer you this program today that we just sold to that company for 26 grand. Jared, maybe you can show it to them so they can see it's real. But look, here's the deal. When Dave gets off track, I'm going to go to Dave and say, Dave, number one, have you made a commitment to make $1 million a year? Yeah, I did, man, but I forgot. I made that. I forgot I made that damn commitment. Because that's what happens to all of us. Don't feel bad about it. Number one, let's lift the lid off. Number two, we got to keep reminding you that it's available, right? Now, is there a way, Jared, for them to get the program? People that want it right now, because people are asking me, can I get your program? I'm going to give you a 100% guarantee back on it too. Okay, this is my bonuses for you. Number one, most important is I'm going to give you 100% money back refundo for the bundo if it don't work for you. So there's no risk. Okay. Number two, I'm going to discount it from 26 grand because I know you guys don't have the 26K, unfortunately. Number three, I'm going to give you our mastermind, which is $5,000. I'm going to make you part of my mastermind every week, because we know you're going to fall off. When you fall off, I'm going to be all up in your phone. We used to get up in your ass. Now I'm going to get up in your phone. Hey! Okay? And then the last thing I'm going to do for you is for those of you who don't have any money, I'm going to give you a payment program. Did we set a payment program up for them? We're going to get you a payment program. Free interest, no charges, no credit check. Because I know a bunch of you like me at 25, dude, I had to borrow money from my mama. Okay, I bought a $3,000 program when I was 25 years old, borrowed the whole $3 grand from my mom. Could not get a loan. Couldn't pay my $275 a month for my rent. So all of you out there that want me to feel sorry for you, like, man, Grant, you don't know what it's like, man. You got your own jet now, and you got the beautiful wife, and you got the kids, and you go wherever you want, and you travel. dude, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. I was standing in an unemployment line, right? I couldn't pay my $275 a month. I remember Charles Whitman. Charles Whitman was my landlord. Okay, I used to not be able to pay Charlie Whitman. I'd have to dodge Charlie. 25 years old, 24 years old, 23 years old. Why? Because I never made a commitment. I never made a commitment to making money. Right? I never made a commitment to doing whatever it takes. Commitments, this is really, here's one of your secrets right here, okay? Here's one of your secrets to super success. Commitments require action. They're not ideas. A commitment is not an idea. Here, let me give you this. Okay? Commitments aren't ideas. Oh, I'm going to commit. That is an esoteric concept. I'm going to commit. You ought to just pray. You're going to get the same result. Right? Commitments require action. All commitments require a commitment to time and money. Every commitment you will make in your life, if you're going to make a commitment today, number one, to becoming $1 million producer, you need to make a commitment to money and time. You need to exchange money. People that do well exchange money for the education they get. People that get it for free almost never do anything with the program. There's exceptions to that. There's exceptions to every rule, okay? Okay, some of you are going to walk away with a lot of information here and put it to use. Okay, number one, look, that $1 million, you got to think it's easy. You can't think it's hard, okay? In fact, I'm going to trick you right now. Y'all mind if I trick you? Can I trick you? Watch this. This is hard. You want me to show you what hard is? Number one, hard is making $58,000 a year. That's hard. You got to shift this thing to saying, hey, wait a minute, it's harder to make 58 grand a year than it is $83,333 a month. Okay? It's harder to make 58 grand a year, listen to what I'm saying, it's harder to do that and live than it is to make $83,333 per month. It's easier than you think, okay? Number two, sales is the only real way to make money, right? The third thing here. This is the only way. Let me do it on another, right? I gave you a little bonus one right there, okay? Number three. By the way, anybody closes the deal right now, I'll buy you dinner. This is the only way. This is the only way to make real money. Sales is the only way to make real money. Now today there's so many ways to do this. Live streaming. I'm going to teach you how to use live streams like what I'm doing right now on Facebook and Instagram, Snapchat, how to use LinkedIn to make live sales, live right now in the moment, right? The only way to make real money today without spending a bunch of money, without investing money, right? Without buying real estate, without buying Bitcoin, the only real way to make money today is through sales. And it's never been easier. But it ain't gonna happen if you don't make a commitment. Okay? And it's easier to make $1 million a year than it is to make 58 grand a year. I'm gonna bring these together. I'm gonna show you what you're doing wrong, and I'm gonna show you why there's so much opportunity. Remember, 46% of all salespeople never planned on being salespeople, which probably means they don't have a goal, financial goal in place. Number two, they don't think it's easy, they think it's hard, they just took a job. If you thought it was easy, you'd have gone out and done that from the get-go, right? Look at the artist. Look at the musician. Look at the screenwriter. Look at the actors that are out of work. And then look at all the people making money online. Every person that's online knows it's a sales game. They get on with something to sell. We're going to show you, what do you sell? How do you price it? How do you handle objections? How do you follow people up? How do you create a big funnel? Okay? But you got to know that you're in the right space, okay? Okay? Only way to make real money is through sales. How else could I make $25 million a year in one department? Okay? An internet department is going to do $25 million. $2 million a month comes out of internet sales here. Right? I got a real estate business it's worth, I don't know, $600, $700 million in real estate. Pays me every month, okay? Multiply this. Remember, I couldn't make my payments at $275. Today I have almost 5,000 apartments. The rent is $1,200 a month. Every month. What is that number? 5,000 times 1,200. $6 million a month. $72 million a year. Every year, forever, if the rents don't go up. How do you do that? Oh man, real estate, that's about investing in real estate. No, it's not. You guys are, you don't understand this. The only way to buy real estate is with sales. See again. Keep the main thing, the damn main thing. Take the lid off. You got to take the lid off. You got to take the lid off. What's the lid, man? And then you got to stay focused on what's underneath the lid. I don't want to make 58 grand a year. You cannot live on 58 grand a year. It's impossible to live on 58 grand a year. It's probably impossible if you're in New York, San Jose, California, San Francisco, Oakland, Los Angeles, San Diego, Miami, maybe get away with it in Atlanta. Houston, Texas is going to be hard. Dallas is going to be difficult. New York, you can't live in those cities. Like you got to go to Topeka. You got to go to somewhere in Illinois, outside of Chicago. Maybe go to Peoria. Outside of St. Louis, you got to go to where?
Des Moines, Iowa.
Go to Des Moines, Iowa, man. But you're going to end up with an opium addiction. Sales, man, sales. This is the game, okay? Today, you know the thing today that didn't exist 25 years ago? You could sell from anywhere now. I got to have a product. I got to have a service. I got to have a product or a service. I have to have a physical or an intangible. Maybe I need an intangible and a tangible. Okay? Maybe I need something door to door. Maybe I need a sales team. Okay? Maybe I need a website. Maybe I need a Shopify account. But at the end of the day, you need a commitment to sales. This is the only way you're going to make $1 million. Now, what does that have to do with this real estate? Okay? I'm buying a deal right now in Houston, Texas. This guy, I'm going to go back to that story. I'm bouncing. Look, we didn't plan on doing this program today. I said, look, I got to help these people get the freaking sales game on. Here we are toward the end of the year. You need to make more money. And this dude on the phone says to me, he says, hey, look, why do you say the real estate game is a sales game? I said, dude, I got a whole department just calling properties, trying to buy the property. Right? I don't want to just buy stuff that's for sale. I want to find the stuff that's not for sale yet and grab it. So we had to make cold calls. For all of you that think the cold call's dead, well, this is how dead it is for me, okay? Most of this $72 million that I'm going to do this year out of real estate was done with cold calls. Me calling property owners up and saying, I want to buy your deal. I found a deal. First of all, I went to Houston, Texas. I'll tell you where it's at. It's in Houston, Texas. And I went and looked at every property that's about to be listed. We called every broker in Houston, phone call, sales call, bill report, okay, make contact, bill report, get them in the pipeline, okay, ask them what they have coming, sell myself. I got to sell myself. I got to sell them when talking to me. You think this is easy? Try to make a call to a real estate agent and get them to even call you back. Okay, I got to sell them. I got to get them thinking about me as being important. So first thing I say is, look, we're going to go after some big targets. I set my target first. We're going to close $100 million in real estate in Houston, Texas this year. I've never bought anything in Houston except 30 years ago when I bought a $78,000 house. Okay, so first deal we run into, I look at like 5 or 6 deals. I'm talking to all these brokers. I find out about this deal. It's an $80 million deal. What's up, John? It's an $80 million deal. I called the guy and I said, look, I want to make a run at your deal, okay? Off market, 15 acres, 2-acre park, perfect location. He's like, yeah, but it's not really for sale. Well, I did some research and I found out right? I'm agreeing with him. Yeah, I'm with you. I understand it's not for sale, and I knew that. Okay? But I did a little research, and I found out you guys had it on the market a while back, couldn't get to your number, and I just thought if the number was better and higher than that, if I was willing to pay a premium to get the deal, okay? Next thing you know, he's like, okay, hey, by the way, could I just fly out and meet with you? Okay, notice what I'm doing now. I'm doing phone, I'm doing face-to-face, and by the way, maybe do a little research about who I am on the internet of things. Next thing you know, I got this thing under contract, okay? 507 units. Because I know sales. So all of you that watch my real estate show, you want to get in the real estate game? First thing you got to learn is the sales game. Real estate is not about real estate, it's about sales. Can I find the product, particularly in this market, because we're at the height of the market right now, where people are like, you got all this money chasing a handful of deals. You got more people chasing deals than there are deals. Who wins that game? Either the people that are connected or the people that are committed. Which one is it for you? Is it going to be, you're going to just keep giving the deals to the country club guy because he knows everybody? Or are you going to be the committed guy? By the way, the committed guy is beating the connected guy today. Right? What do I mean by that? Industries are being disrupted, right? The committed are beating the connected. The Jeff Bezos is beating the Macy's that was connected. So you got to change the game up. You got to get committed, ferocious, obsessed, all in, big giant goals, okay? So again, the real estate game is a sales game. I got to make a phone call. I got to make a visit. I got to be social. I got to use Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, okay? By the way, this deal right here, the dude agreed to a meeting with me, an appointment face to face. See, most of you are fighting the sales game with the internet, like one hand. You got one hand, okay? You never knew, there is no threat from a pass. You play a ground game only, right? Probably a better version is you play a passing game only by the internet and never play a ground game so I can predict your move. See, with sales today, you want to use three games, right? I want to use the face-to-face game, I want to use the internet game, and I want to use the social game, and I want to use the phone game. FISP. Because I know y'all like those anagrams. What are they called? Acronyms. Okay? I want to use the face-to-face. Nobody wants to do that anymore. None of you guys want to use the face-to-face. It is so powerful to get face-to-face. Hey, Joe, I'm going to be in San Diego. This happened, okay? Hey, Joe, I'm going to be in San Diego. Can I come see you? Man, I'm not going to be in tomorrow, but I showed him a commitment. You understand? I can use face-to-face threats, right? Also, I have the internet. Hey, maybe Google me, check out who I am. His son follows me on Instagram and Snapchat. His son's 23 years old, big follower of mine. He tells his dad about me, and then I'm on the phone with him. I'm using all four threats. Most of you, no offense, you use one or the other, not all four. Okay, you have one ground game or one passing game. You have one left jab. You have nothing else. There is no other fight. Once I figure out your fight, I'm like, dude, I'll kill you. Because I'm going to fight all these, right? That's why 64% of all businesses don't make it. 40% of all businesses in Houston, Texas, after the hurricane are going to fail. Why? Because they don't sell enough. They don't make any money. Why is Macy's and JCPenney's and the Sears? Why do companies go out of business? Because they can't sell their products. No commitment to what? Big thinking. Lift the lid off. You need to get around people that lift the lid, okay? So, what am I telling you right now? What do you have? Are you writing down your notes? Okay, this just came in. I used to average 13 sales a month after signing up for Grant Sales Program. I've sold over 20. I average over 20 every month. In September, I did 31. This is from Harvest Power, Director of Sales, Harvest Power. What is that? What kind of business is that?
Agriculture.
Selling farm goodies. They sell shit. Okay. Okay, number 4, and they sell farm stuff. Okay, what'd I give you right here? Only way to make real money, The only way. It's not in the stock market. It's not in Bitcoin. Okay, I'm telling you, the only way to control real money over long periods of time is through sales. Somebody has to sell you that crypto. Now, I don't need a bunch of responses right now about, oh, Grant, you're all negative on crypto. I'll tell you the same thing about gold, tell you the same thing about stocks, I'll tell you the same thing about real estate. I'll tell you the same thing about marriage or having kids. It's all the same thing. You got to keep selling yourself on being a daddy. You got to keep selling yourself on being a husband or a wife. You got to keep selling yourself on building the empire. You got to keep selling yourself. I had some ball players in here this week, okay? I'm like, dude, you got to keep selling yourself on being in the game when your game comes to an end. NFL ball players in here the other day, average NFL ball player, 3-year career. His career was 5. He went, was it 5? 5 years? He went 2 years longer than the average. I'm like, bro, you knew it was going to end the whole time. Heath, yes, come here, man. How much money are you going to make this year?
About 450.
Here's one of my low performers right here, man. My buddy, man. I've known Heath so long. $450,000 this year. Where'd you grow up, Heath?
North Carolina, Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Now this guy used to make all his sales door to door. Is that right?
Yeah.
You were out somewhere. What?
Yeah,
last week? You were in DC. Yeah.
DC. Yep.
He was in front of a group last week. Okay, now he makes 90% of your money's made
totally.
on the phone, right?
On the phone.
Did you ever use the phone before?
Never.
Okay, you're going to make how much this year?
460.
Get out of here, man.
Weak,
okay,
man, I
you
know.
know he don't have a college education, right? Heath, you got a college education? Okay, he's not a genius. Who would cut their hair like that? $450,000. He's one of my low producers. Okay, how much more money should Heath make, Jared?
Double that would be getting close.
Heath should be making $900,000 a year. Okay, you're like, man, I wish I could make $450,000 a year. You need the tools. You need to get around people that think big. You need this every day. You don't need it just when I do it. Can I get a bottle of water? You need this every day, folks. Okay, my friends. You guys out there that are committed, you need this all the time. How can I join your team? Send me a video to careers@grantcardone.com. But I'm going to tell you right now, we will not hire anybody that doesn't have my training. Like, if you're not committed to you, why would I commit to you? It's stupid. I mean, it's dumb. Why would I hire you when you don't even know my stuff? I read one of your books. Okay, good, but man, you need something on your phone where I can pop in and say, hey, get your game back. Heath, get your game back on, dog. Before Grant Sales Program, I would do 12 deals. I'd close 57% of my prospects in a month. After the first week, my closing ratio went to 92%. I don't even believe this. It's hard to believe somebody would do 92% of their deals. Jared? How's that possible?
Personal training.
This guy's in the corporate wellness business. So he's got people coming to him saying, I want to do better with my physical body, my food, my nutrition. And now he's closing 9 out of 10 people he talks to.
That's a corporate. That's a company.
This is a corporate company, okay? That's a game changer right there. Okay, I'm going to give you a little secret to selling. Number 4, never disagree with a customer. Now, this sounds simple. You never disagree with a customer. You know, you heard the old saying, customer's always right. Customer's not always right. Most customers have no clue what they're talking about, in fact. But that does not mean you would disagree with a customer. No matter what, don't disagree with a customer. Agree with the customer. I agree with you. Okay? I take a $26,000 program. I'll show you how to handle this. My program's $26,000. Depending on how many people work for your company. Thank you, Jared. This program could sell for $80,000. This typically is for 10 people. Okay, when it goes to 20 and 30 people, price is going to go up. This is a 3-year contract, by the way. This isn't a one-time thing. So this is $26,000 a year for 10 people, $80,000 a year for 30 people. Oh God, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm with you. We never sign contracts. I don't blame you, okay? I can get it cheaper down the street. I know that. Never disagree. We're not going to do anything until the next quarter. Yeah, I got it. I'll be here. Okay, see, I'm always going to agree with people. A lot of you out there, because of no commitment, you never lifted the lid off, you haven't made the $1 million commitment, you think sales is difficult, I'm going through the secrets right now, and because nobody ever taught you to make a commitment, to think big, and that sales is easier, you disagree with your customer. All the time, you violate this all the time. In fact, could I call my leasing, let me call one of my apartments. Watch, I'll show you, make a dumb mistake on the phone, maybe get Captain Ryan over here. Or I'll just call any company.
What's the deal you're looking at right now?
I want to show you how often people disagree. Like stupid. Somebody got a phone number here? Maybe give me a phone number, throw a phone number in. I'll show you how stupid people are, okay? Why are people stupid? Because they made a commitment that was never anything worth living for, right? I'm 58 grand, I'm gonna be stupid. If you make 58 grand, you're gonna act like you're stupid. Okay, who is this?
Woodway.
Oh, this is a property I'm buying right now.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for
For
calling.
information about leasing one of our wonderful apartment homes, please press 1. If you are a current resident, vendor, or trying to reach the office for any other reason besides, please hold. Our next available associate will be right with you.
This is good
And
right here.
note,
This is good.
this call may be recorded
People are
or
stupid.
monitored
Watch.
for business purposes.
See how stupid they are. And this place is good, by the way. This is the place I'm buying right now. But you see, you don't answer the phone. Do you think people really want to not be answered? It's disagreeable not to answer the phone. Who wants this? This is stupid. Give me Hello?
Thank you for calling Woodway. This is Margarita. How can I help you?
Hey, Margarita, do you have any one bedrooms I could move into this week?
Yes, I do have one. Would you like to come in and take a look at it?
Well, actually, I want to know, how much it is, and when's the soonest I can move in.
You can move in today if you wanted to.
Okay, how much is it?
I'm going to show you this. And it is 806 square feet. It does have the full-size washer and dryer, and it's giving you the best price of $1,236.
$1,236?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God! Can you do any better than that?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's like the best rate I have. I mean, I have another one that's going for $1,180. I should have it available by this weekend.
Okay, all
Now
right.
that one would be on the third.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Now, she wasn't bad, right? Everybody's like, oh, she did really good. No, she didn't. She sucked. She sucked. She doesn't know my name, doesn't know my number, didn't get an appointment from me, okay? She should have agreed with me to show me empathy. I understand, sir. I understand 1236 is too much, okay? I understand. And by the way, I feel exactly the same way. That's why, if you have another day or two, I could show you a unit, actually better location, closer to the pool, close to the park, beautiful, safe, unbelievable property, and I could save you $1,200 a year. Okay, our average client stays here 3 years because the property's so nice. That would save you $4,000 or $5,000. By the way, we'll help you move in your furniture. Free parking included. Okay, application fee $0 for you. See, you got to. What is agreeing? What is agreeing with people? You got to make a list of what is agreeable. First of all, they didn't even answer the phone. Phone rang 3 or 4 times, then they put me on the sound thing. That's not agreeable. What do I want? Attention. What does the customer want? Give me attention. You guys that have websites and no chat, right? You got to give people attention. You guys that are running Facebook streams and we have nobody, hopefully somebody's talking to them. Unpin me. They got my GrantCardone.com. See, this is lazy bullshit right here. from the internet team. They pin the 6 figures rather than me being able to see all the responses. You guys got to keep tinkering with your game, right? You got to make a high commitment to $1 million earning, track it every second of every day. Have my numbers changed over there? Yeah. You got to be a maniac. If you guys aren't a maniac, do not get involved in my school. Okay? Don't get involved in the 7 figures. Because you're not going to make it. I'm just going to tell you the truth. If you're not committed to the 7 figures, you're not going to get it. Go back to your 58 grand a year. Go back to being like your daddy or your uncle or your grandpa. They end up with bad backs and a little bit of money and a house paid for. Dude, I want to go to Ibiza. I want to go down to Costa Rica and spend a couple weeks there on somebody else's money, right? The money I have in my pocket right now, that's somebody else's money. I earned that money because I went out and sold a product. By the way, your product needs to be great. Your product needs to solve people's problems, right? You need to feel good about your product. You don't want to scam product or service. So how do I agree with people? Okay, what's agreeable to a customer? How many objections are you going to get from the customer? What objections are they going to give you? What do the objections sound like? Price is too high, payments are too high, okay? My program's $26,000. Okay, I'm gonna do it for under $1,000, right? I'm gonna give you 100% money back guarantee. I'm gonna give you free credit and free interest if you're so broke you need it. I'm gonna do all that for you. Wow, what am I doing? I'm agreeing with you. Hey, it's 26 grand. Some of you are still gonna be like, man, that's too much money. I agree with you, and you're right. You are right, by the way. You're right. You know, I know you don't want to make payments, okay? I know you didn't use your last program. See, really, the number one agreement for most people is I'm not going to use it, so why would I buy it? Okay? Another real objection from the customer is going to be like, why now? Right? So they give you objections because you're not ready to purchase yet. They're not ready. You need to know. See, I'm getting notifiers right now. Look, people buying stuff from me right now. Look at this. Look at these coming in right now. My thing's just banging. $52, $125, $377, $30, $32, $92, $92. My phone's in my pocket saying, we getting there, dog. Every time it buzzes, right? What's it reminding me of? My commitment. See, I'm telling you the secrets to selling, the secrets to wealth creation, the secrets to getting money, the secrets to becoming a 7-figure earner is not how fast you talk. It's how committed you are. How committed are you? How committed are the people around you, right? So when Jared is over there in his chair, what's he committed to? When John's doing the video, what's he committed to? When you got a team around you, you won't build your team out, okay, because you don't have a commitment. And then what you do is you blame your team. Did you know that almost 2/3 of all small businesses have 0 employees? No, none, no employees. Because you don't know how to teach them how to sell. So you think they're going to cost you money. They're not going to cost you money. These people don't cost me money. Okay, hey, if you guys are costing me money today, man, I can't imagine you'd feel good about that. By the way, if they're not making me money today, if they're not making themselves money today, shame on me, not shame on them. I got to keep reminding them of what? Dude, get in the sales game, buddy. Lift your lid off. You got a chance to make $1 million a year here. Now, I've shown you 5 people today. Jared, I showed you Dave, I showed you Bonnet, I showed you Steve, I showed you Natasha. Natasha, did she come in here? No, I didn't show Natasha. Okay, come here, Natasha. I've showed you men, women, tall people, short people. She's fixing her face. Okay, how much are you going to make this year, Natasha?
Probably around 3 to 4.
300 to 400. Now, do you work?
Probably next year, double that. I've doubled every year I've been here.
Okay. Now, how much have you learned about sales here?
Everything.
Yeah. Is it important to be around in an environment that's reminding you all the time?
Absolutely.
Okay, get back on the phone. How many kids you got, Natasha? 3 kids, man, 3 kids. Now, when you're a mom or a dad and you're going to work every day and you're actually making sales and you're tapping into revenue and you're making a difference and you're bringing money home, you can't do that in a salary job. Now, if you have a salary job right now and you're like, I can't leave my salary job, and maybe you just joined network marketing, you better learn the sales game. And you better learn this agreement game that I play. I agree with you. Network marketing is a pyramid scheme. I agree with you. I think the exact same thing about it, by the way. Okay? It only works for a handful of people. You're right about that too. Okay? Hey, by the way, the NBA only works for a handful of people. The NFL only works for a handful of people, okay? Ballerinas, only a handful of them make it, right? Only a handful of people on this planet do well. Are you one of them? This is a great opportunity. People making tons of money, great products, great payouts, and great people, okay? I understand you think it's a pyramid. Let's go check it out. Shit, people go to the Great Pyramids every year and spend money going there. I'm going to show you how to make a bunch of money. Right? Oh, but your product's too expensive. 26 grand, that's ridiculous. I had a client tell me yesterday, okay? His program would cost about $3 million a year, and he's like, that's ridiculous. I'm with you. I'm not going to disagree with the guy. He's got the check. He's the one that's going to write the check. He's going to be the one that strokes ink on a check and pays me. Why would I disagree with him? My wife doesn't want to go out with me. I don't blame you. You're too short. You're right. Okay? Agree with your customer, and this takes a lot of training, okay? You got to write down all your objections. You got to know what every objection is. You should be able to state the objection before the objection happens. You need to find out what people like, what they want, what they need, and what they might object to, and agree with them. Okay, another secret. Ready for another secret? Secrets. Hey, if you're having some success with a program, any of my programs, I'm gonna make this available. Okay, this is a $26,000 program. I'm gonna make this available for a short period of time. Okay, how many people can we let into this, Jared? Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna support it every week with a mastermind. Okay, so I want to test, I want to formulate, I want to prove, I want to validate. I want this to be a validation, Jared. Jared, come out here, man. Get your chair out here and talk to me, man. Get your chair. Go sit down, because I know you don't want to stand up. Right there, like right there, and talk to me.
Chair? It says your name.
No. You can't sit down.
You want me to sit right here? You want me to talk so I can...
I just want to see what you're doing, man. So I got all these people around me, right? So let me see what people are asking right here. Okay. Can they unpin the comment on my Facebook page? Somebody bought my book. Okay, but you guys need more than a book, all right? Here's the problem with books. Once I write the book, I can't change what I wrote in the book. You understand that, right? Once I write the book, I can't change what was written in the book. I got to write another book to keep up with what's going on, and things are changing so fast. Let me see what I sold here in the last little bit. Today, how many visitors hit my website? I know exactly how many visitors. I know how many of them are converting. I know how many of them have been here today. Okay, another secret I'm going to give you. Yeah, this is it. Another secret. No, I'll just take this off. Another secret I'm going to give you, all right? Write up every customer. You got to write them up. You got to show a proposal. Notice how many times I brought it up. You're like, oh my God, man. See, this is what you do. Do you know that you guys and gals, companies do this every day? 72% never present. So what's the secret? Present. Present the offer. Prematurely present. Present again. Present over and over. Present your offer to the qualified, the unqualified, the ready and the unready, to those that will, those that can, those that can't, and those that won't. Present the offer. What is the offer? You present the offer, you present it a second time, a third time, a fourth time. 72% of companies and individuals talk about their product, market it, promote it, brand it, tell people about it, and never present a number. I'm going to let a handful of people grab this program. I'm going to take this page down completely. Okay? You guys on Facebook and Instagram, you should be thanking the gods that you pray to. I am the answer you've been asking for. Please, please, God, send me a message. I'm sending you one right now. Commit to the sales game. Commit to the sales game, okay? Commit to face-to-face, commit to internet sales, commit to phone sales, commit to social media sales. Commit to the sales game, all right? Know what the mistakes are. Never disagree with the customer. That's a lot of money. That's ridiculous. I don't use it. I'm with you, okay? Learn how to do that to where it's just part of that's more part of who you are than, I can't do it. I'm not motivated. I'm an introvert, okay? And you guys on Facebook, if you have the ability to share this right now, share it so you start building your network of people that would actually buy your product. The people that follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, okay, and YouTube are positive people, or people that are committed, that do want to do better, okay? That want to change their life, that want to make the big money. Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to write up every customer, present a proposal, write up, force a write-up, force a proposal. What else would people call that? Write-up, proposal, presentation, an offer. Hey, let me send you an offer. Let me show you what it would cost, okay? We're not going to do anything right now. Let me show you a number anyway, okay? But we're not going to do anything. Nah, that's great. Since you're not going to do anything, let me send you something. You can look at it and not do anything. See? When you're on Facebook and you're on using social media on Instagram, why wouldn't you show somebody an offer? Oh, by the way, today I show them an offer. Should I show them another one tomorrow? What they're telling you is not real. What somebody says today does not hold true tomorrow. Okay, so write people up. 72% of people are never presented a number. Okay, all you got to do is present a number. People that don't have the money, don't have the budget, don't have the qualifications, don't have the credit, don't have the friend, don't have the mother, don't have whatever, dude, whatever the problem is. Okay, present the number. Give them a chance to buy your product. That lady that I called a few minutes ago, I could do this over and over again. Give me a flower company. Give me any flower company, any fish company, anybody, anywhere. Anybody that has a company, okay, and watch how bad people are. The lady over at the property that said her rent was $1,236 a month. How much was it?
Yeah, like $1,200.
Couldn't she have said, hey, I know you think it's too much. Let me send you a lease application in case you don't find anything else, and this is the only thing you can move into tonight. Let me show you what it would cost to live here. Could she have sent something? By the way, would it cost anything for her to send me something? That's why you say she didn't make a mistake.
Good afternoon, Surfside Flower Shop.
Hey, how you doing, man? I need 3 dozen roses sent to my house by 6 o'clock tonight. Can you do that for me?
I cannot do that. You missed my driver by about 15 minutes. I don't expect him back here until after 6:30. Where would this be delivered to?
Okay, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, how'd he do? How much 3 dozen roses? $150 sale. Okay, is that how much it really is? I don't know. Ask Katie. Yeah, I just don't want to tell him $150. How much is 3 dozen roses? Anybody know? Let me call him back. Let me call him back. Fine. Okay. Now, this guy, you know what this guy says? Business sucks. Business sucks. Okay. Customer's stupid. By the way, it's 4:42 right now. 1 hour. He had 1 hour and 28 minutes to get it. 18 minutes to get it to me. Okay. He can't give me the flowers, and he can't answer the phone. Stupid.
Hello?
Hey, my friend. How much would those 3 dozen roses cost me? By the way. Hung up on me. Two-thirds of all businesses have no employees. 64% of all businesses break even or lose money. Why? Because they don't know the sales game. And the more we become a social media audience, the more dependent we become upon the internet, the worse this gets, okay? Because you think it's not real. I didn't hit his website. I called his phone number, right? He's like, oh my God, the internet is disrupting me. Dude, everything is disrupting you. You're not committed, you're not thinking big enough anymore, and you don't know what you're doing. You have to know the secrets so you can know what to not do. Like, the secrets aren't really secrets, they're just avoiding the mistakes. If I could just tell you to avoid the mistakes, you'd make more money. But if you're surrounded around a bunch of people, notice I got a $700,000 producer, an $800,000 producer, a $400,000 producer, another $400,000 producer. Like, if you're not making money in this space, you're not going to make money anywhere. You got to swim. You know, I say, man, don't drink the Kool-Aid, right? Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Freaking like put it in every orifice you have. Take an enema in the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. Swim in the Kool-Aid. Bathe in the Kool-Aid. Insert the Kool-Aid. Like, if you're going to do the Kool-Aid, have some Kool-Aid eye drops. Like, you know what? You got to get committed to the game. The people that make a lot of money are committed to making lots of money. They're not lucky. People that keep money are committed to keeping money. Some people make money and just go blow it all. Right? They were committed to the high life. Show-offs. They're show-offs. They go out and buy Lamborghinis, rent Lamborghinis, have Lambos, lease all these cars. Dude, I'm not interested in showing off. I'm interested in my freedom. I didn't learn sales because I like sales. I learned sales so I could take care of my kids. I learned sales so I could take care of my church. I've raised over $100 million for churches. Over $112 million for churches. Because I understand this one thing right here. You want to help your church? You want to help your community? Right? You want to do a movie? You want to sell music? You want to do a rap? You got to sell tickets, baby. Okay? Gerard Butler. He gets a lot of money because he sells tickets. Right? Nicki Minaj. Nicki. She don't get as much money because she doesn't sell as many tickets on a public stage. You understand? What's his boy? Colin Kaepernick. Dude, the guy's out of a job because he couldn't sell tickets. He can throw a football. He can kneel, but he can't sell tickets. Tom Brady sells tickets. He gets whatever he wants. Yeah, go Brady. Go Brady. Right? You got to sell, okay? Now, you might like Colin. You might hate Tom, whatever. It doesn't matter. What about your game, though? What about your game? What are you doing every day on the internet? Face-to-face, on the phone. How many of these 4 are you working? Social. I work all 4 all the time. Watch what I do every day. That's what we put together in this exclusive program that I want to test out with a handful of you to validate. Basically, this is a validation program so I can prove that I can do this with a 14-year-old. I price this so a 14-year-old can buy this program. So that somebody's having struggles at 40 years old that doesn't know anything about social media, the internet. So you can use this and validate that a 40 or 50-year-old person that doesn't know anything about social media can use my sales strategies on Facebook to make money. It's easy for the 14-year-old. He knows all about social. He doesn't know how to sell. I want to teach that 20-year-old that's stuck in the middle, right, that's been brought up on social, never taught really phone skills or sales skills or door-to-door skills, didn't even think about it. I want to show that person how to make $1 million a year. So this is going to be a small group, a validation group, if you will, so that I can prove that I can do this with more than just people that are making $900,000 a year already, and we take them to $4 million. Okay, let me read you some success stories here. You remember I was doing a presentation for Northern. That's what I wanted, some of those, if we have some of those. People that are already super successful, typically that's who calls us. Northwestern Mutual. It's getting late. See, when you get tired, you need to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why people go home at 6 o'clock at night. I'm done, I'm going home. You're going home because you don't know what you're doing. I'm tired. Dude, you should be able to win the game even when you're tired. That's what the pros do. Thanks to Grant's sales program, our sales teams have increased $200,000 over the last. How long would that be a good number for? How about the last year? Would that be good? This guy, in the last month, we increased our sales $200,000 a month. This is already a successful company. right here, Frankie G. Okay? Since signing up for Grant Sales Program, we have gone from selling 50 grand a month to 100 grand a month. That's 2x. Max Marrier, National Sales Director for a medical company. My most improved salesperson that is using Grant Sales Programs used to sell $8,000 a month. This month, he will hit $70,000. That's 9x. That's from Gym Source. Completely different industries. Here's Power Home Technologies. Our rep, Dustin, had the best month of his life. He was able to double his business. He went from selling 25 security systems to 40 a month. It's an 80% increase for one guy. Changes his whole family. Changes him as a dad, as a church member, right? As a father, right? As a brother, a sister, as somebody that can support his community. Okay, let me bring you back to secrets. Write them up. Where are we at on that? Okay, good. So, look, I want to give you another secret, all right? It's going to blow you away when I give you this one. You ready for this one? Objections are not objections. What people tell you they object to are not objections. I was brought up by some of the old guys, the Brian Tracys, the Tom Hopkins, the Zig Ziglars, all these old guys that many of you don't even know their names, right? These guys used to tell you, man, handle the objection, handle the objection, handle the objection. And I'd be like, well, what if it's not an objection? What if this is just people talking? I recognize that in me when I go to buy stuff. Oh, that's a lot of money, and then I'd buy it. Okay, the watch I have on. I was in Italy when I bought this watch, okay? I'm in Italy. I just got married. I'm like, I got to take something from Florence. I was in Venice, actually. This was in Venice. This was the Venice purchase. I had a $1 piece of pizza, a $1 glass of wine, $2. I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. I got a little buzz going. I'm like, oh, whoa, I got some of that Italian vino in me. I just got married, closed the chick that didn't want to go out with me, right? We don't have any kids yet. Had my first glass of wine in like 26 years. So I'm like, oh, whoa. Walk into the watch store, $58,000, and I walked out with it. Let me tell you what I told him. It's too small. It's too much. I need to think about it. And he's like, I got it, man. I understand. Next thing I know, I'm sliding a cart. Okay? He did not treat the objections, the 3 objections he gave me, he did not treat them like objections. He treated them like a guy that was on a glass of wine on his honeymoon in Venezia. He didn't handle the objections. He got the credit card. You get it? People object. People complain. People say things. Stuff comes out of people's mouths and they don't mean it. Objections aren't objections. Treat them like complaints at best. Okay? What you might want to do is just not treat them like anything at all. Just kind of nod and agree. Looks good on you. Let me take a picture. Okay? Hey, since you're not going to buy it because it's too much money, because you're on your, let's take a picture of you and put it on Facebook because it looks that good on you. So at least when the guy leaves, you got a picture of somebody with a watch on their wrist on Facebook. So I just gave you another secret right there, right? Look, if they're not going to buy from you, replace them, okay? Fill up your funnel with referrals, okay? Make them look like they bought from you so that you can explode your database. You need more people in front of you. You need people to know who you are. One of the secrets of sales is to keep your pipeline full, gorging full all the time, okay? Another secret. And I haven't done this one with you yet. Secret number 7, ask them to buy. I want you to be in my program. I want you to sign up. Okay? You want me to do well. You want me to continue to do well. You want to be on my team, right? Okay? Be involved in my validation group. Be involved in my mastermind. Let me help you and your family make more money. Will you let me help you? Will you let me be your uncle? Will you let me help you make $1 million a year? I care more than you maybe do right now. Okay? Let's do it. You know, like how like some of you are like, man, he's so silly. You know, you're like, you're arrogant. You are arrogant. You have too much pride. You need to ask, okay? Hey, please, I want to help you and your family. My best customers, I pleaded with. My wife, I pleaded with. I pleaded with my wife to go out with me one time. My best customers, the best customers I have, I pleaded with. I'm pleading with you. Let's do this deal. Okay? By the way, I can do that without lowering my price. I can do that without getting rid of my terms. I need to show people sincerely that I want their business. Most of you are not willing to beg. You're not willing to follow up. You're not willing to insist. You're not willing to push. You're not willing to ask again. Okay? 7 figures. GrantCardone.com, 7 figures. I'm going to take this down. When this is over, we're going to take it down. I'll keep it up for what? How long?
3 days.
Keep it up for 3 days. I'm going to take it down. I'll bet you I don't keep it up 3 days. Okay? Why would I keep it up? Why would I keep it up? The people that saw it today, they should benefit. Why would somebody else? They're not going to see this. I'm not going to keep it up on Facebook.
What if they need to think about it?
Oh, you need to think about it? Dude, thought takes that long. I think about everything. It takes that long for me to think about something. I'm driving down the street. I'm like, do I go through the yellow or do I stop? Okay, do I or don't I? Ho, dude, remember this, man. That brake is the only thing that wears the car out. Accelerate, okay? Every time you say no in your life, you're braking yourself. A brake wears the car out, okay? The accelerator does not wear the car out. A plane in the air, no wear and tear. A plane landing, oh, you're breaking tires, brakes, wings, weight, seals, right? When you brake, when you stop, that's where you put all the wear and tear on you. That's why you make 58 grand a year. You make 58 grand a year because you say no too much. You think saying no, you and your wife, you and your husband made an agreement not to spend any more money. Don't spend any more money. You think, this is how stupid people are. You think you can make 58 grand go up by saying no. You can't make 58 grand get bigger by saying no. You can only make the 58 grand get bigger by saying yes. By the way, you can't go broke spending money. You only go broke when you quit making money. By the way, you're already broke if you're making this. So let's make it official and get the program. See, ask again. Is it a good program? Do you have a good service? Do you have a good product? Okay? Do you care about people? Do you want to help your customer? If you have a good product, if you have a good service, then you ask again and you ask again and you ask, but I don't want to pressure anybody. Yeah, well, diamonds became diamonds because time pressured them, okay? Or maybe it was time and pressure. Not only will I ask them to buy, but I will set it up early in the process that my intention is to sell them now, today, while we're on the stream. I said that earlier. I want to get everybody on the program. How many times have I said, I want you to be part of my validation program? I want you to be part of my mastermind. I want you to be part of my 7-figure club. How many times have I said that? I want you to be. I keep setting the stage there, right? Okay, I'm going to give you one more, all right? You know, because you want to always over-deliver. You feel like I over-delivered on this? Who feels like I over-delivered on this? Diamonds, baby, okay? You know what you want? $1 million diamonds. Okay, get sick of this baby money. You can't live on this baby money. Remember what I said to you? This is harder. This is easier. Your uncle didn't tell you this because your uncle spent his whole life trying to make sense of 58 grand. So what he did was he actually made sense of it. Oh, the government. Oh, my boss. The company, the economy, Obama, Trump. Your uncle's got so many excuses. He keeps figuring out why he didn't make any money. The banks, property taxes, the system's rigged, okay? Whatever. Illuminati. The world's changing. Social media. My kids suck. My marriage is terrible. Dude, he's making sense of why his life is so hard. Nobody came along and said, bro, this is easier than that. Well, how do I do that? It's impossible for me. You're right. By the way, all of you out there thinks this is impossible? You're right. You're right. It is impossible for you. Okay? Number one, you never made a decision to play any other game. Number one. Number two, nobody was there to help you get to the next level. There's nobody rooting you on, man. Aren't you better when somebody's like, you can go faster. You can do more. This is why I went to school. I went to school because I wanted a teacher to show me how to make $1 million a year. I went to every class I went to. I'm like, this is going to be the one where I meet the guy that says, hey man, you can be successful. Every accounting class, okay, every business class. That's why I spent $80,000 or $90,000 going to college. That's why I did $40,000 worth of debt. That's why I wasted 5 years of my life trying to figure out, how do I make money? I've always wanted money. My dad told me, I didn't remember this until I was like 30 years old. My dad told my mom when he was at the hospital, the same year he died, he was in intensive care in Houston, Texas for 21 days. Like if you don't understand anything about intensive care, nobody goes 21 days in intensive care. Like it's like 3 days and you're out. Okay? My dad was in intensive care 21 days. A couple days before he left, he told my mom, tell those boys to learn how to sell. If you learn how to sell, you can go anywhere, you can do anything, you can always have a job, you can control your life, and you can have money. I didn't remember this until I was 30, like 20 years after my dad died, that my dad said that. So, remember what I'm telling you here, okay? This is easier than this. You got to change the way you're thinking about this, okay? Now, that's not the trick. That's not the secret. The secret is this. The biggest mistake companies make today, the biggest mistake salespeople make today is they don't follow up. There's never a follow-up. The people I called the Roses, no follow-up. The people I called in Houston for the apartment, no follow-up. Who else did we call, Jared? Did I call anybody else? Let me call somebody else, okay? People don't call you back. You go get a haircut. They don't call you up and say, hey, man, it's time for a haircut, dude. You buy a car. Nobody calls you up. Bro, it's time. Let's roll. Okay? Nobody calls you back. Okay? You buy a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Nobody calls and says, let's get another bike, dude. How about 2 Road Kings, not just one? Nobody ever calls you back about anything. The woman I'm married to, I called 26 times, 13 months. The apartments that I buy, okay? I will call people 5, 6, 7 times in 1 week to get a deal. I'm nursing a deal right now. We've called this guy probably 13 or 14 times in the last 3 weeks. In 21 days, I've called him 13 or 14 times. Okay? How many times can I call you? How many different ways can I talk to you? By the way, you can't follow up people enough.
Ashley Furniture, what information can I get for you today?
Oh, that's so nice. Let me ask you, can I talk to somebody about mattresses?
Okay. What can I help you with, sir?
How much would a mattress, what's the most expensive mattress?
The most expensive mattress? Well, we have got all types of mattresses. We have got Tempur-Pedic is our elite line, and it depends on what size you want and what type you want.
I want a big one. I want a big.
Want
I'm a king.
Okay.
I want to be a king when I sleep.
Oh, I understand. Totally get that. Can I get your name and number, and I'm going to transfer you to my sleepologist?
Yes. Oh, sleepologist.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to give you, Jared, can you give her my number right now? Okay.
858-342-6699.
Okay, you see, look how good she did. Is she a client? They're a client. Notice how they answer the phone. Thank you for calling Ashley Furniture. What information can I get you? The only person asked for my name, the only person asked for my number, the only person that had a good attitude, the only person that agreed with me. I want a king bed. I understand. Right? She made me feel good, had enthusiasm. She's in an industry that's getting freaking hammered. What industry isn't? The flower industry. It's going to get replaced by online purchases, okay? Furniture business. It's going to get replaced by somebody delivering mattresses online, right? It's happening everywhere. The taxi driver. Why did the taxi driver get disrupted by Uber? Because the taxi driver couldn't sell, right? Why didn't the taxi driver couldn't even talk to me most of the time? Most of the time couldn't get me to where I was going. Had a bad attitude. The car was dirty. He stank. Okay, follow-up. And there was no follow-up. There was no like, hey, man, you rode with me? Let me send you something. Thanks for riding with me while you in Vegas. Why didn't he send me a little thanks for riding with me while you in Vegas, bruh? How about a little follow-up? How do you follow up today? Okay, there's so many ways to follow people up today. Social media follow-up. LinkedIn follow-up. Facebook follow-up, right? Snapchat follow-up. Instagram follow-up. Email follow-up. Phone call follow-up, mail follow-up, direct mail follow-up. How many different ways can you follow a customer up? How about this? How do you negotiate with people today? Okay? How do you negotiate using third-party credibility? The information's everywhere. You see, the point I'm making to you is this. When Ashley Furniture, for instance, is selling a mattress at a retail store, okay? They got this big store, big front door, okay? Ashley, got the big A right there. And I don't go in, I phoned in, right? I phoned in, they need phone sales training, right? Now watch, check this out. When I get off the phone with her, I'm still digging the deal. I'm gonna go on the internet and I'm gonna be like, hey, what's a king bed? How big's a king bed? What's a queen bed? What's a king bed? She asked me some questions. What kind of mattress? I don't know. So I go to the internet. Okay. This is called showroom shopping when I go there. This is called phone shopping. This is called internet shopping, so I can validate what I'm going to buy there. Could I also go to her Facebook page and say, hey, let's see what they got for sales? So I could literally, as a customer, their biggest expense is this building. This phone line costs nothing. This is Zip. Okay. Social costs nothing. They don't know how to use it yet. She did a decent job on the phone. They probably would do a great job with me if I called in. They're deficient right here, okay? She did a good job. She did a good job right here, but she doesn't know enough about me. But how could she follow me up? Could she follow me up all four of these ways? If she's trained, if she's educated, if she's committed. Because you're not going to learn anything if you're not committed. Remember, what did I say to you? I'm going to give away something right now, okay? I'm going to give away something. Can somebody tell me what I said earlier? Let's see if you guys were paying attention. Can somebody tell me what I said, the two things required when you make a commitment? I said two things are required when you make a commitment. Do you know what those two things are? And I'm going to give a signed book. Give me 10X quotes behind you, Todd. Let me give that. I'm going to give a signed book to somebody. Let me see if somebody can tell me what it is. Okay, what about it, Jackie? Jackie, tell me what about it? Okay. Okay, so Jackie got it right. First person that got it right. When you have a commitment, you make a commitment to time and resources. Commitments are an idea. Todd, make sure he gets this. Jackie Dong.
Jackie Dong.
Jackie Dong. King Kong Dong. King Kong Dong. Jackie Dong. Closer. Fanatic. Committed. Phenom boy. Okay, let's talk about the 7-figure program. Okay, this is what I'm going to do for you. What's up, Jared? It's called the 7-figure sales certification. 7-figure sales certification. I'm going to teach you in this program. Okay, this is great, by the way, what you got already. You could just take this information right now. It's going to change your game. Some of you are going to do that. Some of you are going to be like, I'm going to take this information. Maybe you recorded it. I'm going to go back and watch it. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to do it by myself. You could do that, okay? You're saying no to yourself, okay? You're saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a part of the trip. This is when I'm asking you for permission to get you the rest of the program. I want to get you certified on this program. I want to support you on this program. I want you to be part of my validation team. Now, you could say no right now. And by the way, you're not going to say no because of the money or the terms. You're not going to say no because of the money or the terms. You're only going to say no because you don't believe you'll do it. I understand that because you've quit on other programs. And I understand that. By the way, I quit on a lot of other programs. I've been quitting on myself most of my life. I quit and then I'm like, what am I doing, dude? I got to start again. It's stupid, right? You need to brake a car so you don't run into the building. You don't need to brake yourself. You need to accelerate yourself. Remember, the goal here is to get you from 58 grand, 58K a year, to $1 million a year. You know how to make 58 grand. Oh, by the way, you're going to make $1 million. It's just going to take you 20 years, 18 years to get there. I just want to take the 18 years out and do it all in 1 year. To do that, I need to teach you how to sell. This is what I'm going to teach you in this program. I'm going to teach you, number one, how to master sales even if you hate it. Okay? So for those of you out there that hate the sales game, I'm going to teach you how to master it. By the way, I told you, 100% money back guarantee that I'm going to teach you how, all you haters out there, I'm going to teach you how to master the game, okay? Number two, I'm going to teach you how to successfully sell over the phone, online, social, and face-to-face, even if you're an introvert. So for those of you who are good on the internet, I'm going to show you how to do retail. For those of you who are good on retail, I'm going to show you how to use social. For those of you who are using social but don't know how to use the internet, don't know how to use Shopify, don't know how to use websites, I'm going to show you how to sell in every one of these environments. Again, the reason why I'm going to provide you with 52, what? Ashley followed up. 52 weeks. I'm going to give you 52 weeks. That furniture store called us back. 52 weeks. I'm going to follow you up. I'm going to be with you for 52 weeks. Me and my team provide you with training every Wednesday that's live, just like this. How many of you'd like to do this once a week? Not once a month, once a week. Number three, I'm going to show you how to turn no's into yeses. Every no, if you take the word no and turn it upside down, it means on, baby. You on? Because if you on, I can get a yes. You know how you go from no to yes? Maybe, through maybe. Okay, I'll show you a little trick right now. Guy says no. Say, don't say no, say maybe. Say not now, but don't say no. Say maybe, okay? See, like right now, you're like, man, I kind of want to do it. I think I want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. Why? Because you lack certainty in yourself because other programs haven't worked for you. So watch. I'm going to turn your no into a yes. Don't say no to being part of my validation program. Say maybe. Maybe, Grant. Don't say no to yourself because I told you no basically wears out. It breaks your system. You're saying no to what? 50. You're saying no to $1 million a year. Who would say no to this? I can think of one person who would say no to this. I don't want to make $1 million. I want to make another $1 million. I'm not going to make it on this program. I'm going to make it in my real estate. I'm going to go buy another real estate deal, and that's how I'm going to make millions, okay? I need to help people. In addition to me making money, look, I've done so well with my life. I want to help you know what I know so you can do better. So when we go on a trip together, right? Maybe you end up in one of my master's programs. Maybe you come to my boot camp. Maybe you come to our 10X Growth Conference and we sell tickets for 15 grand. Maybe you say, hey, Grant, I'm picking you up in my jet. Okay, look, I've done so well with my life. It's unbelievable what I've done. I've done better than any generation, any lineage with my name. I've done better. I want more friends that are doing better. I want more Steves around me. I want more Bonnets and Jareds and Roberts and Natashas around me. I want more Todd. Todd, what are you going to do this year? $650,000. He was selling Cutco knives before he came to work here. John, how much you gonna make, John? John's a weenie in the group, okay? Because he won't get from behind that camera enough. He won't go do the extra side hustle, man. All right? So look, I'm going to show you how to turn every no into a yes. Every woman that's ever told you no, every guy that's ever told you no, every audition that's ever told you no. By the way, musicians, writers, script writers, directors, producers, you want to get your movie funded? You want to raise money? I raised $112 million for churches. You know how many people told me no? They all started with no. And I'm like, I'm just going to flip that no to a maybe. I'm going to get the maybe to a yes. Okay? Okay? There's peaks, there's valleys. Thou shalt go through the valley of death. What is it? What is the thing?
The valley of the shadow of death.
The valley of the shadow of death. But judge doesn't understand, man. If you can get through the valley, on the other side is a hill. You just got to keep moving, baby. Why? There'd only be a valley because there was some freaking mountains. Well, you running out of time? Number 4, I'm going to show you how to handle every objection. Every objection you've ever had, I will show you a solution to every single one of them. Okay? I'm running out of paper here. Number 6, how to replace leads with new leads. Leads, I'm going to show you how to 10x those leads. Okay? So every time you sell somebody, I'm going to show you how to replace them with 10 people. Number 7, I'm going to show you how to price your product. What is the right price? Now, this is a really tricky thing today because there's so much competition in the marketplace. I'm going to show you the exact right price. There's a science to pricing your product. Okay, if you actually go on my website, you'll see how that works. You'll see how I do it to get the exact right price of every one of my products so that I maximize every possible sale. Now, in the case of this program, grantcardone.com/7figures, we're going to keep this up. I'm going to keep this up how long? What, 36 hours from right now? Maybe 30, 34 hours? Okay, I don't know why we would leave it up on Facebook and Instagram. This is what I'm going to do for you guys, okay? I want you to be part of my validation program, okay? Not only am I going to give you, I'm going to give you a special deal on it, but I'm going to give you a 100% money back guarantee. Why would I do that? I got the price right. I have the terms right. The content's already been validated with corporations. I need to validate it with a 14-year-old. I need some 14-year-olds in the program. I need some 18-year-olds that are smoking weed. I need some 20-year-olds that are going to college thinking about quitting. I need some college grads coming out. I need some nurses, some doctors, some chiropractors. I need some of you that hate your job. I need some receptionists, some introverts, some extroverts. I need some men, some women. I need people from other countries so I can validate this. I need enough validation so when I go to Toyota and say, I got a $5 million program, okay? Because Toyota's got $5 million. You don't have $5 million, right? When I go sell a program maybe in South America and I want to roll something out across all of South America and it's going to be a $60 or $70 million program, right? You don't have 60 or 70 million. I need to validate that my material translates from American to Latin America, right? Because I'll have somebody in Colombia say, oh yeah, it works in Miami, but it doesn't work in Colombia, right? I'll validate in Colombia that say, yeah, but it doesn't work in Venezuela just because it works in Colombia. So I need to validate. I need you. You're going to help me, right? I know you're uncertain. So what I'm going to do? I'll give you a 100% money back guarantee. For any reason, under any condition, it doesn't work for you, I'll give you all your money back. Okay. Number 7, I'm going to show you. We're going to certify this, by the way. Did I put how to price your product? How to price your product perfectly. Now, me and Robert, we sell products. We sell media products here. What kind of products? We sell tangible products. We sell intangible products. We sell services here. We sell $5 products, $50 products, $500 products, $5,000 products, $50,000 products. We sell $80 million real estate deals. I'm buying an $80 million real estate deal. Okay, all those things are very, very different. Some you can touch, some you can't touch. Some are services, some are products. How do you price them? What price is the right price? Okay, if I'm selling an apartment deal in Savannah, Georgia, And there's a guy across the street. How do I price mine? To his or to mine? I sell a house in Los Angeles. It's the same problem, right? How do I sell it in a down market? Do I price it on the down? Or do I want to get more money for it? I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Number 8, how to identify the right products to sell. Some of you just don't have the right products. Okay, I talk about this constantly in, Jared, I need the label, guys. No. How to find the right product. What is the right product, okay? I should just put this on my shirt. How do you find the right product? Most of you are just in the wrong vehicle. I talk about this all the time. Find the right vehicle. What is the right vehicle? Okay? The right vehicle is not a virtual product, by the way. The right vehicle is not a pair of sneakers. A lot of my contemporaries are like, sell sneakers online. Okay? Find a product online and sell it. Yeah, okay, well, what's the right product, dude? Okay? The right product has the right volume and the right margin. Okay? Some of you that want to be affiliates of ours, you can't be an affiliate if you don't understand my training. We sell $15,000 tickets online. We sell $6,000 boot camps. I'll show you what we sell right here. I sell a $26,000 program. That's what I'm showing you today. I sell a $6,000 boot camp, 3 days long. I sell a $15,000 VIP ticket. I sell a $25,000 5-day event for 40 people. $10,000 coaching is 30 minutes long. These are our products, okay? I give you 100% money back guarantee. And I'm going to give you 52 weeks of mastermind. Why? Because I know you don't have 26. I'm not doing the boot camp till later. By the way, some of you that get in the validation class and you get certified, you're going to get invited to this course. 3 days with me doing just this. Okay? The $15,000 VIP ticket to our 10X Growth Conference, there's only 50 people going to be sitting on the front rows of that conference. Okay, I think we're already sold out except for 4 or 5 of those. It requires that you leave your home for 4 days. And by the way, it's not till February, so it doesn't help you right now. So you got to identify what are the right products to sell. What is the right product? Okay, the right product is going to have the volume and the margin. And by the way, maybe the question is not what is the right product to sell or what is the right industry to be in. We're going to identify this for you. What is the right products and industries to be working in? More importantly, the right question is, hey, what lines can I communicate on and sell from, okay? Number 8, how do I identify the right products to sell? Number 9, how do I stay motivated? How do I stay excited all the time? How do I stay motivated when I'm down? How do I stay motivated when I'm off? How do I stay motivated when I have rejection, okay? And the last thing I want to teach you about and then I'm going to answer some of your questions. I need to know the questions. I can't see them. The last thing I want to teach you about, and this is like if you don't get this, what is it you don't know about money? Okay, we live on a planet where there's an abundance of dough. There's so much currency. There's so much money. Whether you count dollars, rubles, pesos, there's so much money on this planet. It's unbelievable. Why don't you have yours? Okay? I feel sorry for so many people that don't have enough money. Had a guy the other day, hits my wife up and says, hey, there was this thing that they said if for $300 I can get you into this Bitcoin thing and you're going to make a bunch of money. And the guy took his last $300. Husband, wife, last $300, and he's got a little girl that's on that needs medical care, and he took his last $300 and he threw it into some kind of Bitcoin scam, and his money's gone. And he's like, I got scammed. Dude, the problem is not that you got scammed. The problem was that you were down to your last $300. The scam's not the problem. Okay, you understand? Everybody's like, it's the scam, it's the government, it's this. Cost of goods are too high, my rent's too high. That's not the problem.
People are asking about the payment plan. Tell them to just go to the page.
Yeah, go to the page for the payment plan. The problem is you don't have enough money. Okay, and nobody's trying to help you with money. See, some guys want to sell you a program online. Somebody wants to sell you a program how to be more social. Some people want to tell you not to monetize your product, right? Some guy wants you to walk on fire. I want to do one simple thing. I want to show you how to make more money, okay, face to face. You can't tell me that you can't make money still face to face. Sooner or later, you're going to get in front of somebody to get the job you want, to get the girl you want, the guy you want, okay? To convince your kids to go to school on time, you're in their face. This is not a Facebook event, but Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, okay, LinkedIn. Okay, we're going to do $25 million this year online. Is that right, or a little more than that?
No.
Okay, $25 to $30 million online this year. And we're going to do that much or more face to face, okay? And by the way, we got a little retail going on. We're going to do about $60 million right here. Retail. In front of people. And then we also have this, well, I got this social component. What am I missing? And I got this internet thing happening. You need to use all 4 of these. These are 4 legs, not 3 legs. Did I do the phone? Oh, I got the phone too. I got face-to-face. You see me going on. How long? 2 hours I've been talking right here, right now, right?
How to price painting services.
Okay. Say again.
He wants to know how does he price his painting services.
Good. You're going to learn it in the program exactly how to price your painting services. How to discover what is the perfect right price for your painting services. I'll give you a hint. Your price should be higher than every other price in the marketplace. It should not be lower, it should be higher. There's only one reason businesses fail. Businesses fail because they don't sell enough products at a high enough price fast enough. That's why your business fails, okay? Now this is what you're going to get when you get our program, okay? GrantCardone.com/7 figures. Let me tell you what you get. First of all, you get me as your money mentor. Okay, hope you guys got a lot of value out of this today. I'm sure glad that I got to spend time with you doing this. Let me tell you what you get out of the program, okay? I'm asking for permission to close you now. You ready? Let me wrap up what you get. First of all, let's talk about what you don't get if you don't do anything. Okay, this is you. Hopefully your eyes are wide open right now, and hopefully you got a big smile on your face. And when I say, dude, how was this for you today? You say, man, it was great. You don't say, it's all right. It was great, because you got a good attitude, okay? Now this is what you could do right now. You could do this. You could say no. You could say yes. Or you could say maybe.
Will it work for somebody in a lending environment?
Will it work for somebody in financial services, mortgages, lending, banks? Yes. Guarantee you. By the way, I have a 100% guarantee for the people that are saying no. I have a 100% guarantee for the people that are saying maybe. And I have a 100% guarantee for the people that say yes, Jared. Okay, 100%. If you say it won't work for you, I have a 100% guarantee. If you say I don't have the money, I have a payment plan for you. By the way, I want you in the system. I want you in my validation program. I need you because I need to be able to tell people when this works. Dude, I took this guy that was broke, lent him the money to buy the program, and this is what happened for him. He went from making nothing to $1 million. By the way, we want you to be in our 7-figure program. Okay? I'm not trying to get you a program that makes you $1,000. I want you in a program that's going to make you $1 million. If you want to see the payment plan, all you got to do is go to the site. I don't know what the terms are. GrantCardone.com/7 figures. And depending on which of my sites you go to, we're probably going to A/B test whether it's 1 payment, 2 payments, or 3 payments. Okay? We're thinking about doing a 1 payment program. We have a payment program. Okay? We have no interest. We don't do a credit check. This does not influence or negate your FICO score. I don't want to get it any lower.
Asa Davis says, if I'm charging the most in my industry, how do I convince people I'm the best deal?
Dude, if you're already charging people the most in your industry, charge them more. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this in my 7 Figures program, how to always be the highest, how to sell more than everybody else, and how to crush the competition while you do it. Okay, so watch, Jared. Okay, look, these are your choices. Okay, you could say yes, you could say no, or you could say maybe. Maybe is a version of no. It is a hybrid between these two. So look, here's the deal. If you say no, I give you a 100% guarantee that this is going to work for you. I'm going to turn you into $1 million producer. I'm going to show you how to become a master at the art of selling. I'm going to show you how to handle every objection that you ever get. I'm going to show you how to keep that good attitude every day. I'm going to be your support mechanism 52 weeks. I have to prove that this works for you, okay? If you're saying maybe, I'm going to show you, by the way, all of you out there, I don't know right now, this is exactly what your customers do to you. Your customers stall you. Why? Because you got one foot on the brake all the time, okay? You're trying to ride the brake all the time. You're trying to be careful. You can't make $1 million a year riding that brake, okay? People that make $1 million a year don't do maybe. Commitments do not include maybes. Okay, let me just show you what we did today. For some of you, you're just getting here. Today, what does that say? John, can you? $32,000 on one product today. 154 orders. While I'm doing this, while I'm doing what I've been doing with you,
CJ Johnson
we did that.
CJ Johnson said, how long would it take to train my employees with this program?
Well, first you got to start. You know, how long does it take you to do anything? You got to start. First thing you got to do is start, man. We could get a deal today. Right? This is what I did with this program, okay? Because I got all these people over here that are studying. I have 150 people around the United States that are in my real estate business. I got another 30 or 40 people up front doing the internet. We took part of this program, most of this program, or about half of this program actually, is sitting online. So you can watch it from your computer, your tablet, or your phone at 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You can watch it when you want. I care about you. I don't want to give this to you at 4 o'clock in the afternoon when you're missing customers. I want you to be able to access this when you need it. Also, on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, we're going to do a mastermind with you and support you to stay on the program to make sure this program works for you. By the way, every Wednesday in the mastermind, if you can't be available for it, we're going to give you a copy of it, and you're going to be surrounded by people that are already making 7 figures, supervisors and instructors, and Jared, and
Ashley people are sending me videos now.
who is?
Ashley Furniture.
Ashley Furniture is sending in videos. It's part of our follow-up program, okay? And what's going to happen is you're going to be with other people that are committed to a 7-figure program, okay? All right. What you get, okay? Number 1, a money-back guarantee. Number 2, this program, we sell this program for $26,000. I'm going to sell it to you for a fraction of that, okay? Number 3, the mastermind every week. Number 4, you're going to get support from my staff. You will have a personal coach provided to you individually for all your questions, all your problems, all your challenges, and to answer your questions, okay? The website is grantcardone.com/7figures. You could say yes. You could say no. Or you could say maybe. Okay? I'm talking about $1 million. How to become $1 million producer. If you say no to that, you're saying yes to something. You understand that? If you say no to that, if you say no to $1 million, I can't do it. Okay, good. Then you're saying yes to what? When you say no to this, you say yes to something, okay? The truth is, You're always saying yes to everything. It's what are you saying yes to? In addition to everything that I promised you, you're also going to get a certification. Use this on your next job interview. Use this with the bank when you go get a loan. Tell them that you're doing business with me. Tell them that you're certified from me, and I guarantee you, you're going to have an advantage in the marketplace, all right? Let me read you a couple of testimonials. Between January and June, we were averaging 13 sales a month. For the last 3 months, we've done 9 units more than what we were doing per person, okay? That is an 80% increase. Harvest Power. Before Cardone University, we used to close 57% of our deals with a target of 70%. We're now closing 93% of our deals. 93% of all their ad dollars are being converted into closed deals. So for all of you out there like, man, I need to do a better job at conversion. What does that mean? What we got to convert better. We got to convert. I need better leads. What if you could take the leads you have right now and convert them? What if you were confident you could spend more money in advertising because you knew you could convert? In August, we saw a $200,000 increase in our sales because of Grant Cardone sales training. Grant Cardone sales training is going great. We're averaging $50,000 a month in sales. We signed up. We're training every day. We're hitting over $100,000 a month now. Our closing ratio is now 65%. Azon Medical, okay? Here's a gym company. Here's a Rehome Solutions. What is that? Security systems? Okay. Real estate home solutions. Hey, because of Grant's programs, I got promoted recently. I'm a believer in his content. He taught me the value of taking massive action. Yes, no, or maybe. It's your call, okay? When I was 25 years old, I was broke. I owed $40,000 to the government. I bought a $3,000 program. I borrowed the money from my mother. I could have made an excuse. I could have said no. But I didn't. I went to my mom and I said, Mom, I need to start getting more yeses in life. I need to start getting more yeses. It doesn't help me right now. I need to start getting more yeses in life, Mom. Please tell me yes. Lend me the $3,000. I borrowed $3,000. I was making $3,000 a month. I was making $36,000 a year. I owed $40,000 to the government. I was 25 years old and I was I was praying every night. Please show me a solution. A guy said, there's a program that will help you become a salesman. I hate sales. You hate it because you're no good at it. You hate it because this is all you get. The more I said no to everybody, the more I got no. I went to my mom. Mom, please lend me $3,000. I didn't have a credit card. Please lend me $3,000. She gave me $3,000. My income in the first year went from $36,000 a year to $90,000 a year. Okay? Okay? When you're making $36,000 a year and you can't pay your bills and you make $90,000 in the first year, it's a game changer. Okay? I can't promise you that everybody that gets my system is going to make $1 million. I can promise you this. If you do exactly what I tell you in the 7 Figures program, okay? It's grantcardone.com/7 figures. If you do everything I'm telling you, if you have a great attitude, if you show up for the mastermind every week, okay, I can promise you. I can't promise you you're going to make $1 million. I can't promise you that everybody gets on my program is going to make $1 million. I can promise you this. You're going to do a lot better than you're doing right now. I can promise you this. If you don't do better, send the program back to me. I'll give you your money back. I can promise you that. I can promise you this. If you failed on other programs, that is no reason to say no to this one. I can promise you that, okay? I can promise you this. If you don't learn how to say yes to yourself, you're never going to get customers to say yes to you, right? You can either find reasons to do this right now or find reasons not to. I have 1 million reasons for you to do this. You want to come up with 700 reasons? You want to come up with 1,000 reasons? I have 1 million reasons. 1 million reasons. How about 1,000,005? How about your mom, your dad, your daughter? How about you want to be a good example? How about your self-esteem? How about I'm tired of being beat up? How about I'm tired of people taking advantage of me? How about I don't know what to say to customers, so I quit following up? I'm tired of being a loser. I'm tired of not having money. How many reasons would you like? I want to become a millionaire. You're not going to become a millionaire without learning something. You're not lucky enough. We already know you're not lucky. You wouldn't be watching this if you were lucky. If you were lucky, you'd be out getting lucky. We already know you're not lucky. Lucky people don't watch this. Lucky people are like, shit, I'm just going to get lucky. I'm going to be in a casino. I'm going to buy a ticket, a lottery ticket. No, most people are not lucky. You want to make $1 million a year? You have to invest something in yourself. A commitment requires time. You got to dedicate some time in this. And you got to take action today, okay? For a very short period of time, I'm going to keep this up. We're going to close it out. We're going to have a validation. We're going to use this to basically validate so that I can take my programs to my guys back here, okay? Can you give me the numbers, Jared, off that big wall by any chance? Can somebody read those to me? This is what we've been doing while we've been in here. These guys on the phone. For all of you out there like cold calling's dead, these guys are all making cold calls right now. Okay. 234 phone calls.
72 from Griffin. 165 from Joe.
How many total? Can you got a total for me? Dude, what if you were doing this all day long? What if you were measuring every day? What if you knew what you were making every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes, every hour? Are you committed? Because look, if you're not doing this, you're not committed. You need somebody to set the stage. Okay, you need somebody to be a mentor in your life. Number one question I get every day is, will you be my mentor? Sure. Okay. Will you say yes? Will you say yes to me being your mentor? I want to be your mentor. Okay, but I don't want to be your mentor for you to make 58 grand a year. I want to be your mentor that you use my material, even if you're an introvert, even if you hate sales, even if you failed with every program you've ever done. I want to be your guy, your only guy. Okay. And I want to show you how to make $1 million a year. I want to show you how to become $1 million earner. The website, grantcardone.com/7 figures. I cannot wait to spend every Wednesday with you. Every Wednesday we're going to meet. My team's going to meet with you. I can't wait to connect you up with other people like you. Okay, once you get through that program, I look forward to having you at our boot camp. You can't come to the boot camp until you do this. No reason for you to come to some of my advanced training until you do this. No reason for you to get on Cardone University, our $50,000, $60,000 program until you get through this. I want you to become a 7-figure earner. Thank you so much for watching today. Let me know if I can do anything to help. This will be up for a little while, then we'll take it down, okay? I can't wait to see you in my validation group.